Okay, so now I'm going to stump you, Gary, because we're at the end of this, and so it's about time to stump Gary. Now, I'm just joking because you're not going to be stumped with this at all, but let me go on to quote just another small portion of the Olivet Discourse. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving up in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what was going to happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it's going to be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken, the other left. 2 women will be grinding with a hand mill, one will be taken, and the other left. So here you have left behind, very, very clearly in the Olivet Discourse. Here you have the rapture. How could it be more clear than that, Gary?
Well, it is very clear, actually, because the ones who are taken are the ones who are taken probably most likely by the Romans in judgment. And we know that they were taken. There were, again, Josephus says there were about 1 million who were killed during the melee, the overtaking of Jerusalem, the destruction of the temple and all that. But there were many who were taken off into slavery. And you can see an edifice in Rome showing where the elements of the temple were paraded to Rome, and that I think the estimates are like 50,000 of them were in fact taken. So this particular passage has nothing to do with the church being taken off the earth. The ones who are left behind are the ones who are the survivors of this particular onslaught by the Romans. And if you go back to Luke's gospel, Luke chapter 21, Jesus is told, when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, it's time to get out of town. If you look at Matthew chapter 24 and Luke and Mark's version of this was a local judgment. You could escape this by going to the hills outside of Judea. That's what Jesus says in Matthew 24. Don't go back into your house. Those who are on the rooftop, and when's the last time we were on the roof? In our day, we don't use our domiciles, for entertainment. In order to escape this, if this is in the future, we would all have to go to Jerusalem and escape and go to Judea. This was a local judgment, and there were those who were killed and slaughtered by the Romans and those who were taken away, that is, taken as slaves to the Roman Empire. Those who were left behind were those who survived this onslaught and continued to live and continued to preach the gospel.